Hi, this is Sean. Welcome to Guitar Reference Guide. Super excited about today's lesson. I'm going to be taking you through the classic West Coast Blues by the late, great Wes Montgomery, hands down one of my all-time favorite players. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play the head. I'm going to go through the first two passes of his solo. For each of the phrases, I'm going to break it down harmonically, explain what's happening, and tie each one of his phrases to the chords. I'm also going to show you the ending. If you like what you see in this video, please click the link below, take you to my website. There I've created a PDF that goes with the video. In addition to that, I've also created a jam track that you can use to practice with. We have a lot to do, so let's dig in. And thanks so much for visiting me at guitarreferenceguide.com. Let's do this. Okay, so now I'm going to do the head playthrough. I'm going to play at 150 beats per minute with the click. Here we go. And then it's just going to repeat. Okay, so now take a look at the chart that I've posted up here. As you can see, this is in 6/4 time, so you're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. It has your standard 12-bar form, but as you can see from this chart, the progression, there's some slight variations in your standard 12-bar progression. He's going to be subbing the flat 7 for the 4. So instead of playing a B flat 7 or an E flat 7 over the typical place where the 4 will be, we're playing a flat 7 there. We're playing the A flat 7. And then when we come back, we go back to the B flat 7, and then we sidestep into the 4 from a 2/5, B minor 7 to E7, which is the tritone of B flat. And then we move over a half step to E flat 7. That's going to bring us back into the 4. Other than that, it follows the standard 12-bar progression and form. Okay, so now let's dig in. I'm going to play through the first 4 phrases, and then I'm going to break them down. Okay, phrase number 1 is going to be over a B flat 7 chord. And I'm playing from the minor third into the major third. Tonic, 5, flat 7, 1. That'll be phrase number 1. Phrase number 2, we're going to move down a whole step to the A flat 7. And the only thing that's different here is I'm going to pick it up with this triplet. So here I'm playing over an A flat 7, 5, 6, tonic, minor third to major third, tonic, 5, flat 7, 1. Then I come back to the B flat 7 with the pickup again. Now we sidestep into the 4. We have the B minor 7, flat 5 into the E7. Here I'm going to play, Now here I'm playing the 9 to the 11, to the 4, back to the 11, to the flat 7 over a B minor 7. Then over the E7, I'm playing the 9, 6, 4, 5, 4. And that brings us into the 4. which here over this I'm going to play almost the same phrase as the first one we started with, but I'm sliding from the 6 into the flat 7 for this chord. So it's almost like the same lick, but over a different chord. It's brilliant. So now I'm playing over an E flat 7, and I'm playing 6 to flat 7, then going into the 5, to the 9, to the 4, to the 5. Now I'm going to go back to the 1, B flat 7. Now I'm on the 5 chord. And that's going to have the same line as we played over the B minor 7. But I'm playing it over an F7. So this would be 6. That would be my 1, my 9, my 1, and my flat 7. Now here I'm going to play the flat 2 or the flat 9 into a G minor triad. We could look at this against an F7. That would be my 9. Or you could say it's your 2. That would be my 4, my 6, my 5, to my 3. Wes likes to do a lot of these things where he'll play a minor arpeggio, but he'll start it from a different place. So here we're essentially approaching a G minor triad from the flat 2 to the G minor triad. Or for a G minor, that'll be my 1, my flat 3, my 5, and then over the F7, that will be my 5, my 3. Okay, now it's going to move down to the 4 chord, and the phrase is almost identical. The only thing that's different is instead of starting from the 6, he's going to start on the flat 7, and then everything else stays the same. So same phrase, but starting from the flat 7 versus the 6. And then I'm back to the 1, same phrase we started with. And then this chord I'm playing is going to be the 5 chord I'm playing is 7, sharp 9, sharp 5. F7, sharp 9, sharp 5. So I essentially call that the Hendrix chord. You add that note, there's the sharp 5. So no root though, so here's my 3, flat 7, sharp 9, sharp 5. And then the whole head would start over. And that will be it for the head. Okay, so now we're going to do the playthrough for the first solo. 150 beats per minute with the metronome, and here we go. Okay, so now we're going to look at the chords for the solo section. It's going to be almost identical to the head, but we have some nice little variations here. So everything is the same up until we get to the 4 chord, and then he's going to do a series of 2-5-1s that are going to walk down chromatically. As you look at the sheet here, you would have your E flat minor 7. So we're going to have an E7, and that's going to turn into the E flat minor 7, or E flat 7 into E flat minor 7. This is going to be a 2-5 to A flat 7, walks down D minor 7 to G7, D flat minor 7 to G flat 7, and then we're going to have C minor to F7 2 times. And then now we're going to have this really cool turnaround, which is going to be B flat 7, D flat 7, G flat major 7 to B7. And that would be the form for the solo. So as you can tell, there's some really nice variations in there, especially the little 2-5 walk downs and that turnaround at the end. Okay, so phrase number 1, over the B flat. Okay, so what's happening here is I'm coming, you're going to have a dotted quarter rest, so you're going to count 1, 2, and, so it's going to come in on the end of 2. Start on the tonic of the B flat, minor third, major third, fourth, flat 5, 5, back to the 4. Now we're going to have a 16th triplet, minor third to major third, tonic, and then we're ending on the A flat, on the third of the A flat, so he's literally targeting that note. Beautiful. Okay, and then now the next line is going to be over the B flat. The phrase will sound like this. So here what I'm playing over the A flat is you look at this as being the 4, the 9, the flat 7, the 5, the 2, and the 4. Now, once again, he loves to do this. So we're over the A flat. You could also look at this as being an ascending arpeggio, E flat minor 7 arpeggio. There it is, over the A flat. And those are that would yield those different intervals I just said. You could also just look at that as being the E flat minor 7 arpeggio and then adding the 9 and the 4. Now we're back to the B flat 7. We're going to have a mixed Lydian scale here, and this is going to come in on the, I think the 2. Let me see. Yeah, so this is going to come in on the second beat, and we're starting on the 6, straight mixed Lydian. So that would be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and that's your standard B flat mixed Lydian scale right here. And that's going to bring us into, so the mixed Lydian scale, so the notes would be, or the intervals would be, this would be my, if I'm starting on the B flat, that would be my 6, my flat 7, my tonic, that'll be my 2, major 3, there will be my 4, 5, 6, flat 7, tonic. Now we move into goes right into the B minor 7. Right after that, he's right there. He's on top of the B minor 7. This would be a B minor 7 arpeggio with a 13. Put the 2 together. So over the B minor 7, we're playing the B, or we could say the 1, the 5, flat 7, back to the 5, 13, back to the 1. Now it's going to be on the E flat 7, and this will be a chromatic note starting from the tonic into the flat 7. Now we're going to go from the major 6 to the flat 5. There it is. So major 6 to flat 7, to flat 5, and that's going to go twice. Now a chromatic line here over the E flat 7. There's the 5, there's the tonic. So over the E flat 7 we have, then we do that line again. Now we're going to do the chromatic line to the 5, to the tonic. And now we're into the E flat minor 7. Now over the E flat minor 7, this is where we start our 2-5 walk downs. And this is going to be a straight chromatic walk down to C minor to F7. We're going to have E flat minor 7. Then we're going to go to A flat 7, D minor 7, G7, D flat minor 7, G flat 7. And then we go twice, C minor 7 to F7. And then we're going to have the turnaround. So this is where these lines start, right here. So over the first 2/5, we're going to have so here we're playing minor third to major third. Then we have the 5 to the flat 7 to the 1 to the 9. And then it goes to the A flat 7. And here, once again, there's the 5. We're playing a minor 7 arpeggio from the 5. So here's this will be my A flat 9 chord I'm playing here, or A flat 7. If you go to the 5 and you play minor 7 arpeggio, or minor 9 arpeggio, that's going to give you your line. And if you looked at the resulting notes, that would be my 5, that would be my flat 7. This would be my 9. That would be my 4, and that would be my 6 over the A flat. And then now I'm on the D minor 7. So here we have a straight arpeggio sliding into the 5, chromatic line into the flat 7, and then to the 4, and then to the G7. These are some thirds starting on the 6. Thirds. So, and that will be over the G7. Now, we're going to move down again. D flat minor 7. So, once again, hitting everything in the chord almost. 5, 1, 9, minor 3, 4, 5, flat 7. And then now I'm on the G flat 7, and here we have Mixolydian. And so here I'm playing the G flat Mixolydian scale, starting here for the Mixolydian scale. We're starting on the D sharp, and I'm doing these trills. I'm plucking, hammering, pulling off, and pulling off again. These would be 16th notes. Same thing on the next string. And then targeting that C minor. So targeting the 5 of the C minor. So as you can tell, every time he hits a line, he hits a chord. And the next one is going to be probably my favorite line in the whole thing. So now the next line is going to sound like this. Okay, I played almost the whole thing. So we're going to start with this chromatic line. Now this is going to start. So here we're playing over the C minor 7. But we're going to do a chromatic line to move us into the flat 7 of F. So here's C minor 7 to F. So here would be this would be my 9 over the C. Chromatic line into the F. There's my 9 over my F. And that will be my flat 5 to my 5, back to my 6, and then now it's going to move up to a C minor 9 arpeggio. And then that'll be my C minor 9 arpeggio over the C minor. So far we have that would be my 6, flat 5, 5. Now we have my C minor 9 arpeggio. And then I'm going to move all the way up here to the 13th fret and the 11th fret, and then I'm going to do some string skipping. String skip, and then this is still over the minor, so that will be my my 5 to my flat 5. Now I'm on the F7 again. So after we do the string skip, going from the 5 to the flat 5, then we have the altered dominant. Now we're on the B flat. And this is the turnaround. That's going to be my major 7 to my tonic. And then we're going to play the 4 to the 3. And then over the D flat 7. Once again, there's the 5 playing that minor 7 arpeggio. So there's my, this would be your basic A flat minor 7 arpeggio. We could also look at that over the D flat 7. This being my 5, flat 7, my 9, and my 4. And then we're going to slide, and that'll be the 13. And then now it's on D major 7 would be the next chord. And here we're just playing the arpeggio. Almost this would be my 1, here would be my 5. Now here's my 4, my 11, tonic, and then sliding into 3. So if I play that whole thing, it would sound like this, starting from that last part, the altered dominant. There's my altered dominant over the F. Now we're back to the B flat, major 7, tonic, 4, major 3, over the B flat, go to the 5, play the minor 7 arpeggio, into the 13, and then now we're back to the G flat major 7. And play a basic arpeggio here, but we're going to go to the 11. So it's like an 11 arpeggio, and then targeting the 3 to end it. And that would be the first solo. Okay, so now I'm going to play through pass 2, metronome again, 150 beats per minute, and here it goes. Okay, now for the second solo, it's going to follow the same form as we looked at over the first one. We're going to start with a pickup. We have a triplet here that's going to bring us into a B flat Mixolydian scale, and that's the 1 chord. So here I'm playing 10th fret, 12th fret, 11th fret in a triplet. So here I'm playing over a B flat 7 chord, and here's my B flat Mixolydian scale. So we go pick up, 13th fret, 11th fret, 13, 12, 10, 13, and then we're ending on the 9. Now we're on the A flat, and this line is going to sound like this, really cool. Now here, once again, we're playing over an A flat, and he's playing an E flat minor 7 arpeggio. So we start with the E flat, then we're going to slide second into minor third of that arpeggio. 5, flat 7. Now we're going to come back. That'll be my minor third. 4, flat 7, and that will be the 5 of the E flat minor 7 arpeggio. The notes for playing it over the A flat, you would look at that as being, this would be the 5, then that would be the 6 to the flat 7, to the 9, to the 4, to the flat 7, would be the 4, that would be the 5, the 4, and that would be the 9. Now we're going to do this. Now it's going to move up to the B flat, and almost identical, same concept. But we're playing an F minor 7 arpeggio here, but we're ascending again. Once again, we're going to do these slides, sliding. So the first one was sliding into those notes. Now we're going to slide into the, we're playing over the B flat 7. So we're going to look at this from, from the minor 7 perspective over that. So 1, minor 3, 5, flat 7, minor 3, 4, flat 7, and that will be my 6, and that would be my third of the B flat. And then we're going to play the B minor 7 to the E7. So over the B minor 7, it's going to be a B minor 7 arpeggio. But we're approaching it from a half step below the flat 9, flat 2. And then now we have the E7, and this is going to be E7 mixed sliding into a mixolydian. So following that same theme. The arpeggio for the chord, sliding into the notes of the mixolydian scale starting on the 5th. So over the E7, first the B minor 7. Now we have the E7. There's my sliding into the flat 7, to the 5, to the 4, to the 3. And then we're going to be on the E flat 7, and we're going to do this chromatic line. So here I'm doing a chromatic line into the 9 of the E flat 7, targeting the 9. The flat 7, 5, 11. Now we're playing the minor 3rd, because now it's changing to the 2 5s. And that'll be my next phrase. So we have over the 7, over the minor, and then now we're going to go to the D minor 7. Okay, the next line is one of my favorites. I'm just going to play it and break it down. So here we're playing over the D minor 7 to the G7, chromatic line into the flat 3, back to the 11. Now we're going to do an enclosure for the D over a G7, and now a B enclosure. 2 enclosures there. There's the D, there's the B. Now we're on the D flat, the D flat minor 7. So here we're playing, so one more time. Enclosure, enclosure. Now we're targeting the D flat minor. So here we're playing the 9 and the 5. Now the next line is going to be over the G flat minor 7. I'm basically playing the same thing, but I'm approaching it in a different way. I'm playing from the 4 to the 3, then I'm going to the 5. I'm playing the minor 9 arpeggio again. So over the G flat 7, playing the 4 to the 3, then I'm going to do that same thing we're doing. I'm going to hit the 5 and play the minor 9 arpeggio. And then now we're going to have all these different lines. So this first line is going to be we're going to sidestep into the line, which is a really cool thing that he does over each one of these lines. So we approach it. That will be over the G flat 7. Now we have our sidestep, starting with the D, going D flat and coming back and then doing the line. And that would be E flat major 7 arpeggio over the C minor. Now I do a D minor 7 arpeggio and I sidestep again over the F7. So that would be my D minor 7 arpeggio over the F7. And this will be starting from the 8th fret, 8, 7, 8, 10, 10, 12. Then I move down a whole step and I do the same thing again here, and this will be over the C minor. So I do the side step into the C minor 7 arpeggio, or no, that would be a yeah, that's right. That would be the C minor 7 arpeggio. Now over the F7, I'm playing. There's my third. There's my minor third. There's my third. There's my tonic. And then I'm targeting the 6 here. And that will be actually the 9, or the 9 for B flat. And that will be over the F7, that will be my flat 6 to my major 6. And that's a triplet to the 4. And then I'm targeting the 9 on the B flat. And then I'm doing this triplet. And that's over the B flat. So over the B flat, I'm playing a triplet starting on the 3rd. This would be a D minor 7. Or this would be just straight D minor, triad. And that would sound like that. So if I put that all together, and then over the B flat 7. Now I'm going to do a chromatic line starting from, now we're on the D flat 7. Then I do some string skipping. And I'm still on the D flat. And that'll be my 13. And that'll be my 5. And then now I'm on the G major 7. And here I'm going to play the arpeggio. There's my G flat. There will be my 1. There will be my 5. There will be my 3. There will be my target sliding into that, to the 9, and then back to the 1. So if I play that whole thing, it would sound like this. And then if I put it all together, all those phrases together would sound like this. Side step, major 7, side step minor 7, side step minor 7, side step. And that would end it. And that would be the second solo. Okay, now for the ending. I'm just going to play it and break it down. That twice. So here's my B flat major 7, A flat minor 7, D flat 9, and then my I'm going to play a G flat major 7 to G flat minor 7 to B9, and then I'm going to end it on this really beautiful chord, basically playing a B flat 6, 9, 11, B flat 6, 9, 11.